Hey guys, in this video we're going to be checking out this new 2535 prop from KingKong, and as you know, this is a 2.5-inch prop that looks very familiar to the RotorX 2535, but this one has a lot of actual benefits. I think this one's actually better than the RotorX 2535. As you can see here, this is not a two-bladed design where the blades are interlocking, and if I'll bring the RotorX in here. On the RotorX prop, the blades actually separate, so you can have two separate two-bladed props. But this is actually, while it does allow you to use it as a two-bladed configuration, this is actually a design flaw, and a lot of times the props will end up breaking in the center. Then you end up with two pieces like this because that center piece is often weak, and when you have a crash, it just breaks in the middle there. Now the screws oftentimes will hold this together, but you'll end up with some vibrations and stuff. So I think in the end, I think having a single piece design here is actually better than having a two-piece design, just for structural integrity purposes and for durability purposes. And this prop, the KingKong prop, feels a lot more durable than the RotorX prop, and the way it bends is different. The polycarbonate, for one thing, is totally different material. Let me just show you if I bend it, and it'll just snap right back. You can see here. This material reminds me of the polycarbonate that the dowel props are made out of. This is actually a little bit heavier prop. I'll show you the weight measurements in a second, but if you bend it, it just snaps right back. So you can see how much I'm almost bending it at a 90-degree angle, and the prop just bends back. And this is very good for durability. You're not going to have bends in the prop like you do with the RotorX props. So a lot of times when you try and bend this, this is a much thinner prop, by the way. The blade is much thinner, and that's why it's also lighter. But when you bend this, you oftentimes get creases like this. And so I'll just bend this like this. Sometimes you'll crash and you get a bend, and then you can try and bend it back. Sometimes you can get it kind of straight, but you can see that it'll get kind of wavy, and the crease won't really come out all the way, and that really affects the way the prop performs. And most of the time, when you get a pretty bad crash, it doesn't really just bend. The whole blade will just snap right off here at the hub, and you'll have no blade at all. Okay, for comparison purposes, we'll get a weight measurement. So it's about 0.8 grams for the RotorX prop, and just a little over 1 gram for the KingKong prop. So definitely for durability, I think this prop wins hands down over the RotorX prop. Even the, when you talk about the RotorX prop, there's a newer black or sort of a smoky gray prop. They came out with a little bit different material, but it's not really that much better than the white prop, and it is a little bit heavier. So I think that this prop is actually a really good deal. Plus, this prop is actually pretty inexpensive. If you look at the price, I think it's 10 pairs for like $6, and I believe it was like over $1 for a pair of, or just one prop for the RotorX prop. So it just didn't make it very economical, and it wasn't very durable. So just that's one of the reasons why I ended up switching a lot of my 2.5-inch micros to the Gemfan 2540. And this is actually a really good prop, by the way. I'll put a card in the corner for that video if you want to check that out. But if you want to stick with a 4-bladed prop, this one's actually a really good option. And now that I'm no longer using the RotorX props, I'm going to try and experiment with this a little bit more. And there's not a lot of people using this for some reason. I don't know why it's not more popular, because I think everyone's switched to the Gemfan prop. I mean, it's a great prop, but if you need a 4-bladed prop, maybe this might be a better option for you than the Gemfan. I don't know. Kind of depends on your flying style and what kind of prop you like. But in terms of flight characteristics and performance of this prop compared to the RotorX, I think this is actually even better because it's a much stiffer prop. When you use it on a high kV motor on, like, say 3S or 4S, the RotorX prop tends to flatten out because it's so thin. And this one, I had noticed that characteristic wasn't coming out on this prop when I was doing some high throttle punch outs with this one. Oftentimes on the RotorX prop, you could hear it. You could hear the resonant frequency of the prop flattening out, and you would actually lose power above a certain throttle percentage, like say 75%. This one didn't do that, so compared to the RotorX prop, this was also much better. Anyway, guys, I'm going to show you some flight demo footage of this prop along with some audio of the way the prop sounds. I'll put a link in the description if you want to check it out. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.